Okay, I just finished this purple one, and now I'm gonna make this black keychain, make the dangles for the black keychain. For this one, I kind of like how I did the pink one with just one long chain with all the little dangles hanging off of the chain. So I think I want to make the black one like this one. Okay, so I'll get started on that. So I picked up black beads and a black tassel, and now I just need my chain. These are the charms that I had selected for this one. And for my chain, let's see. Okay. I just sort of eyeball the length. It's probably better to calculate, but I'm a little too lazy for that. So I just eyeball. If I don't like the length that I choose, I want it longer or shorter, you can always adjust the chain length. Or sometimes if I create something and I don't like it, I will just set it aside. Because usually I like it for something else, if not for what I'm doing right now. So I always just keep everything. But if you don't like what you do, don't worry about it. You can always adjust it or save it for something else. Okay. So I'm going to close up this chain. Okay. So that will be the length. At the bottom, I'm going to add the tassel. So for the tassel, I'm going to use a larger jump ring. This pack has 3 different sizes. The large one is a little bit too large. The small ones are a little too small. So I'm going to use the medium size ring. I don't know what size this is. I'm not very good at remembering those kind of things, details. Put it in, add it to the chain, and close it. So when you open and close the rings, I didn't know this at first. When you open and close the rings, you want to twist it sideways. You don't want to pull it apart. So when I first started making things, I used to pull it apart. And I always had a really hard time closing them again. And then I looked on YouTube and realized that I was doing it wrong. That way is much better. Okay. And then I'm going to add another medium-sized one to the top. Makes it easier for me to hold on to when I'm adding stuff. I started making jewelry. So a lot of these supplies I had for a while. I made jewelry for a little bit. Also a hobby, but it was a diffuser jewelry with lava stones and some beads. Okay, so that will be the length of my tassel. Kind of long, but that's okay. And then, so I'm going to add these little charms, probably like so-ish. And I'll add Destiny on here somewhere. Then I'm going to add the beads, kind of like I did here, off the side. But I have to make those because they're just regular beads. Alright, so these, because they are just by themselves, they don't have anything hanging off the bottom, I'm going to use the flat pins. And these flat pins, let me see. I think these beads, where's the hole? These beads, the hole is so wide that it just goes straight through. So I need something kind of to stop it. The glass beads, the hole is small enough that if I wanted to, I can just do the bead. And you can kind of put it on there and see what it looks like if you want just the beads. But it looks too simple, too plain. I like a little bit more. So let's see. We can add like a little spacer. You can see what this looks like. You can add a spacer, make it look like that, which is okay. If you have like little caps, you can pick a cap. I think I need small ones because these beads are small. I think I want to use a couple of the glass ones also. Alright, so add one cap on the bottom, add the bead. This is cute. That's cute, right? I think I'll do it that way. I like that one. So I'm going to make 3. Odd numbers always good. I don't know why. In scrapbooking also, you know, people will often use odd number 3, 5, 7 with adding sequins or beads or like things like that. So I'm going to make 3 of these. Oh. No. 3 of these. Okay. And I don't know, do I want to use this too? I don't know, we'll see. I think I might. It might look nice kind of mixed in. What do you think? I think this one might look better actually than the glass ones. But I don't like the spacers. They're a little too small for this one. So I'm going to use the caps, but I will use a slightly bigger cap than this one. Maybe this one? This one? Let me try this one first. One of these days, I will learn how to edit videos. So you don't have to sit through so much of my thinking process. This is a good way to kill time though. I find that it helps me sort out my thoughts whenever my brain is crowded, which happens a lot. I think a lot. Can't really see the caps as much, can you? But it needs it because the bead will fall through if I don't. What do you think? Is that better? Or is this the white silver better? Because this darker one you can't see that well. I think I might like this one better even though it's small. Oh, I have these sparkly things. Sparkly spacers, but it needs a small spacer because they will go right through the bottom. So I recently bought these. They sparkle, and I like sparkly. Oh, but it's too big, I think. It's a little big. It would look nice as like a top piece, I think. No? I think so. And I have a bigger one. That's kind of cute. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I like it. What do you think? I kind of like it. Okay, I'll make this one. But which one of these do you like? Oh, the cap goes better, doesn't it? Use the cap one then. I don't know if I'll use that, the bigger ones with the smaller glass ones together, but I'll make these. So take the wire, bend it. You know, I didn't realize when I first bought these pins, I knew absolutely nothing about wires. I mean, I knew they had different sizes and some are easier to bend than others and that kind of thing, and I'm still not really very good at it, but I don't know about the sizes. With beads, is the bigger size the thicker wire, or is it vice versa? I don't know, that always confuses me. But the first set of pins that I bought, they're not as pliable, malleable, so they take a little more strength to make them curve. But I bought a second pack recently because I was running low, and the second pack I bought, it bends very easily, and that kind of worries me a little bit. I mean, it's easier to work with, but I don't want it to like fall apart easily. Like if someone tugs on it, I don't want it to like bend just because someone tugged on it, you know? So I think I'm gonna have to figure out what size wire is best to buy. Oh, that's cute. I like it. Okay, that's one down. I made a lot of these. I showed you some of them in the previous video, but I made more than that actually. I have more than 10, I think. And all of Jungkook. The idol ones, it's all of Jungkook. I made some regular ones as well, with flowers, dried flowers in it. But the ones with the idols in it, they're all Jungkook. And I've had people, I showed my friends, and then they asked me, what in the world do you do with all of them? And I mentioned it before in the first video, keychain video that I made. The reason that I made it in the first place is because I was thinking of making like a Christmas tree and having Jungkook ornaments on the Christmas tree. And so these were originally supposed to be kind of like ornaments that I could hang on the Christmas tree. And of course, you know, by the time I got around to doing it, it was past Christmas. Oh, I can't get this to bend backwards. It was past Christmas, so then this happened. They became keychains instead of ornaments. And I have them. I have a jewelry stand that I bought. Not a jewelry stand. It's kind of like a jewelry stand, but it's one that has like multiple hooks, and it was meant for display. Because when I made the diffuser jewelry, I went to a vendor event where I was going to sell my jewelry, and I needed something to display it. So I bought a display for my diffuser jewelry. But it's been a while since I've been to a vendor event because of the COVID. And so my jewelry has kind of been put on the side. So now I use that to display the keychains. And I hang my keychains on there. I like it. I can see them all. It makes me happy to look at. And then I decided that I would string them up and hang them on my wall. And so it changed. My format changed. And now, instead of on the display, I tied them together with twine, with rope, and I just hang them. So now they just hang on my wall. I put hooks on the wall and they just sort of hang. So every time I glance over, I see Jungkook. Whenever I'm feeling blue, I look over. Alright, so then these are going to go in between here like so. What do you think? Looking okay? Should I add this? Would it be too much? I don't know. We'll see. Well, let me finish this one too because I like this one. I could add this to my, oh wait, I can't use this one. I have to use the other one. I'll explain that in a minute. So this one is a flat one, which means that it has to be on the end. But if I want to add like dangle to the bottom of it, then I need to use the one with the loop. I need this one. Okay. Yeah. So that way there's a loop on top to add to the keychain part, and a loop on the bottom to add any danglies that I might want. Alright, so fold this down. It's quite tedious, this work, but it's a kind of tedious that I don't mind. It helps clear my thoughts. Although, you know, there are some tedious things that I do that it doesn't help me clear my thoughts. It's just tedious. I've tried this thing called quilling. I don't know if you know what that is. You take strips of paper and you roll it up, and you can make flowers and designs and stuff out of it. And I made a design for my mom. It has house plants. And it was really nice. And I tried to make a second one and I couldn't get through it. It just drove me up the wall. Okay, so now this one has a top and a bottom. So if I wanted to, I mean, this is pretty long, but if I wanted to, I could actually add this to the bottom of here and make it like that. That is super long. Yeah, that's like way too long. Although if I wanted to just shorten this, I can maybe shorten it. And do it that way. Huh. Huh. Do I want to do that? I'll do that later. Since I wanted to add it to the long chain, I'll just stick with my original. I'll make another one with that one later. Okay, so then I need the smaller jump rings that I'm going to use to attach the beads and the charms to the chain. Okay. And I think I'm going to add the key to the top because it's so long. Yeah, I'm going to add it to, so if you hold the ring, you can kind of see how it will fall. The first loop is too high. Second one, still a little bit higher. So third one maybe? Yeah, third one. I'm going to put on this third link, third chain. Okay. And that's how it will look. Okay. And then the little dove. Okay. You can add the little dove. And again, hold this up and see about where you want it to be. So I want it to fall below this big top section. So where the thin part of it, the key falls. So around here. So see if I put it in through the link, it'll fall right there. They overlap, but it doesn't necessarily, one doesn't necessarily cover the other. So they're both still kind of visible. Like that. And then the last one is the crown. Okay, so now I'm going to add the crown. Put it in the other way. Okay. And then, let's see. Where do we want the crown to fall? So So the dove comes pretty much down to almost the tassel. So this one, it should kind of cover the top of the tassel. Yeah. Okay, so this one should come so that it kind of almost goes on top of this top cap part. So I'm going to put this one second to the bottom. We'll see what that looks like. Okay. Here's the top. So this is what it will look like. Not bad, right? So that is the charm part, and then we're going to add the glass beads. Ooh. Okay. All right. So now you have to decide, I have to decide where I want them to be. I can have them fall. So if I hold the chain this way, I can have them fall in between here and the last one down here. I can go start from the top and do the middle. And I think I'm going to start from the top because there's only one link space below the crown. So I will start at the top. Let's see. On the first link. Okay. Oops, too far. Okay. So, got it up at the top. You have to think about this one because now it falls in the same place where the thick part of the key is. Kind of covers it, so I don't know. We'll see. Let me put the other ones on first and see what I think. Okay, the next one. Okay. I want to make sure it's kind of spaced away from that first one. So I want it to fall underneath this heart, like right here in the cradle. It's a little bit too low. But I don't want it to cover up the dove too much. And although these kind of move, so it doesn't really matter all that much. I'm a little picky about those kind of details, so okay. Here's my top. Okay. So having that top ring kind of helps when you're trying to figure out where the top is. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. Then one more. And then this last one, I want it to be kind of above, in between the dove and the crown. It's going to overlap both a little bit, but in between there somewhat. So this one will go around here. Okay. Then, so my finished one will look like this. If you like it this way, you know, you can keep it. If you don't, you can always change it. The rings can handle being open and closed quite a bit. I don't know if I like the key up there. Huh. I don't know. I don't think I like this key. I think I can change the key. it's too big of a key. I'm going to change it to a smaller key. So these are my leftover little dangly pieces, charms with key. So there's like a little Mickey Mouse kind of key, a bear key, Mickey Mouse key. What do you think of that one? Let's see. So if we hold this up, instead of this big fat key, big long key, we do like this one. Well, that would be cute. Okay. Or I have this little one. You can use that one. That might be a little bit too small. I also have a little heart key. Maybe that one would look good. What do you think? I think I like either this one or this one. Which one is cuter? I think I like that one actually. I'll use that one. Okay. It's really funny, but making these like silly, insignificant little decisions while I do this kind of helps me forget about my worries of life. That they're a stress reliever. So even though like worrying, like trying to decide which charm looks best seems like such an insignificant thing, it's significant in that it helps me de-stress, which is really why I do this. It helps me de-stress, forget about the things that are burdening me. Okay, yeah, I like that better than the long key. Oh, and then I have Destiny. So with the other ones, you know, the word charms I kind of put towards the top because I don't mind, you know, it covering up stuff. You can put it down the bottom. And this one might look okay down the bottom. The thing about the bottom, I don't like to put too many things on the bottom because this cap is so fat that if you put it there, it kind of sticks out. But in this case, I don't know, I think it might look okay. Let's give it a try and see what it looks like. So if I add that here, here. I'll put in the last link. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't like it. See how, let me see if I can get it on camera. See how like it pops out? I don't like that. So it will not go on the bottom. See, where should we put it then? Should I just put it at the top? Like I usually do. Okay, let's try putting it on top. It's okay. I don't know if I like it there, but okay, we'll see. All right, and then I'm gonna open this top ring and add it to my keychain. Okay, so I'm gonna add it. And the way that these links are, depending on where you add it, it will go to the front or to the back. So this one, the link is such that if I add it to the ring, if I add it on the right side, it will lay in front of my picture. And I don't like it laying, oh no, will lay in the back? In the back. If I add it to the left, it will sit in front of the picture. So I have to add it to the right to have it sit behind the picture. And I want it to be behind the picture. Okay. All right. So this is what it looks like. And I'm done. I like it. And then this one, the little thing that I made earlier. I think with this one, I will add a chain and add a few danglies on the bottom. Similar to this one. So this will be this purple piece. And then I will add a chain and make a couple danglies down here. And then the next picture that I happen to print out that's black, I can use it for that one. Okay, well that's it for today. So there was this black one that I just did now. This purple one that I did earlier. And then this pink one. Oh, I love this picture. This pink one. This one looks much fuller than the black one that I just did. And then I also made a white one. Like that. This one has 2 dangles on it. They're a lot of fun. If you find that you're stressed and you need to clear your mind, this is a really good way to do that. Well, any kind of craft I think is really good in doing and clearing your mind. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoyed the video. If you make any keychains, I'd love to see your work, so please share it with me.